OpenSSL looks scary at first, but as a DevOps or SR engineer, you only need a few commands to troubleshoot real TLS and certificate issues. So in this video, I will show you how to check a live website certificate, inspect expiration, create a self-signed cert, and decorate a CSR, and verify if private key matches a certificate. So if you guys ready, let's jump in. Alright guys, let's talk about OpenSSL. So OpenSSL basically is one of the most important security tools exist in the entire universe. I'm just kidding, on the Linux, okay? So it allow us to work with SSL and TLS certificate, generate key, and verify certificate. That's super important. I will show you later how we can verify the certificate, and also troubleshoot encrypted connections. All right. So why we care about that? Because like nearly every website that I'm sure you guys know, like every website, API or secure services, they are relays on some sort of SSL or TLS encryption. That's because we should care about OpenSSL. All right, let's jump into the demo. So the first one, I want to show you that how like a website is having, let's say HTTPS issue and a user report kind of like, certificate errors. Okay. So if you guys take a look at this command, I'm going to check google.com certificate. All right. So Google, ready? 1, 2, 3, boom. So here we just generate a good amount of information, not generating, just printing information specifically about google.com certificate. So it just show us the certificate itself, and right here, somewhere here, the verification. So it's okay. And also it tells about the SSL handshake. It's not SSL, but I mean, this just became a term. So people sometimes, instead of TLS, they use SSL interchangeably. So don't be, confused. And, a bunch of information about right here. So it's TLS version 1.3. Okay. So if you remember on one of the benchmark for NGINX, it said you should use TLS version 1.2 and above. So this one is cool and safe because it's 1.3. Another command that I want to show you, which is kind of like goes hand to hand with this one, is when you want to view a certificate itself, like the detail. And that's this one. Let me just bring it up. So this is the command that I want to show you that just goes and basically inspect the X509 certificate. All right, are you guys ready? 1, 2, 3, boom. All right, nothing's happened. Boom. Okay, so as you can see, it just gives us more detail about the certificate itself. So what kind of information? Something like, the start date, the expiration date, who's the issuer, and basically the encryption detail itself. All right, so for example, something that is going to be super useful when you want to do that at home, you can just try it at home. So the validity, look at that. So not before, not after. So this certificate just issued on May 18 at this time, and it's going to be expired on August 10 at this time. All right, you got it? Cool. Okay, so you can just go ahead after this video, go and just take a look at everything about this SSL itself. So I'm not going to hold you guys and show it one by one. Or one trick is that just copy paste this to ChatGPT and ask for kind of like summarize it for you. All right. So one other basically bonus I want to just show to you guys is, let me just go to the, all right, clean that. All right. So there is some situation, let's say you have a home lab, like there's a server on your home lab and you want a certificate for that. So instead of just go to the certificate authority or CA to issue a certificate, you can kind of like generate a certificate for yourself. How? It's called self-signed certificate. How you can just generate a self-signed certificate? It's super easy. So this is a command. All right, it's super easy. There is a command. So it basically goes and generate a self-signed certificate for you based on RSA, and also it's gonna be good for 365 days, which is 1 year, and it's a public key, private key. And let me just run that. 1, 2, 3, boom. All right, so now it asks for some personal information to put that into the certificate, like your region. So here I said US, and the state I would say CA, and located city I said Irvine company, let's say example, and organization, unit name, let's say DevX, and some name for that. Said no. Email, we said info@securecompany.com. So I just made that, and then done. So we just create the certificate. You probably ask, okay, how we can see our certificate? It's super easy. You can just put it right here with this command, and you can just see your certificate. And this is all the information you put that to the certificate. So yeah, right here. So it's California, the city is Irvine, example, blah, blah, DevX, and the email address. So all the information it asked me earlier in generating the certificate. All right, a few more things about OpenSSL, because it's super important. So I don't want to just let you guys know without showing to you. One of them is basically verify a certificate file itself. So someone basically send us a certificate file and ask us to, or we want to just verify that. How we can do that? Super easy. So if you are going to run this command, it goes and shows a bunch of information. So we can inspect something like subject, issuer, expiration date, public key, and SNA entries. Okay, so one of the most common web servers like NGINX and Apache issues is the mismatch certificate and private key. All right, so for the certificate, you can use something like this command: OpenSSL x509 and blah 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 MD5. So it's going to show you the MD5 of the certificate, and for the private key, you can do the same with MD5. All right, so what is that? So if both hash basically match together, the certificate belongs on the private key. If not, there is a mismatch. All right. Oh, something about Decode and CSR. Let me just clear that. So before sending a certificate signing request or a CSR to certificate authority or CA, we should verify its basically contents, like the information that we want. All right, so it just verify the common name, organization, SNA entries, and the public key. How we can do that? It's super easy. In this way, you can just check the CSR. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, boom. Oh, before that, we need to first create one. We don't have any CSR. So this is how you can just create one CSR for yourself, and it's done. It's just created. Okay, and this is how you can validate it with the information I just mentioned, like the subject, the public key, and all the sort of information just listed here. All right, so when we should use OpenSSL, whenever you need one of these. First one, validate TLS connectivity, or check the certificate expiration, or for example, verify the certificate chain. All right, or you want to troubleshoot HTTPS issue, or you want to basically validate a certificate request. Okay, for many Linux and DevOps Engineer or even SRE, OpenSSL is one of the most valuable troubleshooting tools in the entire universe. If you work with Linux servers, TLS, NGINX, Kubernetes Ingress, or load balancer, OpenSSL command, or let's say these OpenSSL commands will save you a lot of time. I will put all those commands in the description in my GitHub repo. All right, if you guys enjoyed that, please subscribe, or at least consider to subscribe. That's it for this video. Till next one, have fun.